Hello, welcome to this ESL channel. Today I'm going to talk about will, would, and going to. So stay with me. Okay, at first let's talk about the structure of going to and planning to. So the positive form is something like this. I am going to or planning to buy a car. You, we, they are going to, planning to buy a car. He, she is going to, planning to buy a car. Okay? Very easy, adding ing to go and plan. But consider that plan, when ing comes to plan, it gets double consonant at the end. You have to make the end double. Okay? So the negative form. I am not going to or not planning to buy a car. You, we, they are not going to or planning to buy a car. He, she is not going to, planning to buy a car. Easy. And for the negative form, it's very easy. Am I going to or planning to buy a car? Are you, we, they going to or planning to buy a car? Is he or she going to or planning to buy a car? Very easy. So, when to use planning to and going to? So, we use going to talk about what we intend to do in the future. It can be the near future or the more distant future. Examples: I am going to be a famous actor. Are you going to see him again? Easy. So what about planning to? We normally use planning to when we have thought carefully about the plan and decided how to do it. Examples: what are you planning to say at the meeting? It's more strict. The meaning is in the word plan. You plan to do something, okay? It's more exact than going to, okay? You have thought about it. I'm planning to leave this company next year. It's my plan. I will do it, certainly. So would like to and would rather, when to use them and what is the structure? Before I talk about that, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you find value in this video. Thanks. So the positive form. I, you, he, she, we, they would like to or would rather stay at home. The negative form. I, you, he, she, we, they wouldn't like to stay at home. And I, you, he, she, we, they would rather not stay at home. After would rather, we don't use to. We use infinitive without to, the basic form of the verb. Okay? And the question form is very easy. Just put would at the beginning. Would I, you, he, she, we, they like to or rather stay at home? Easy. So when to use would like to and would rather? We use would like to say what we want to do. Example: I'd like to travel around the world one day. I want to do that. It is less direct than want to, and we often use it to be polite, especially in questions. Example: would you like to see the menu? It's very polite. When you want to speak politely, you use would like to. So when do you use would rather? We use would rather to say we prefer one thing to another thing. After this form, we always use infinitive without to, as I told you. Okay, it's very important. Infinitive without to. Examples: I'd rather means I would rather go on a walking holiday. Beach holidays are boring. So you're comparing two things: walking holiday and beach holiday. Okay? Between these two, I prefer walking holiday. I say it like that: I'd rather go on a walking holiday. Would you rather sit inside or on the terrace? Okay, so you have to choose again. You use would rather. Remember, we do not usually use would rather in negative sentences. We use it in positive sentences. Examples: I would rather go on a walking holiday. True. Correct. I wouldn't rather go on a beach holiday is wrong. Wouldn't rather is not in common use. So, now I want to speak about will and won't predictions. The positive form is very easy. The positive form is I, you, he, she, we, they will be here at 6. Very easy. The negative form, just put will, replace will with won't. I, you, he, she, we, they won't means will not see him next week. And will I, you, he, she, we, they have time to call him? The question form is very easy. Just put will at the beginning of the sentence. So when to use will? We use will to say what we expect to happen. We use it when there is no particular plan or intention. Okay? Examples: the weather will be very hot in July. It means that I expect the weather will be hot. I expect that. That's my expectation. Will there be a lot of people? It means what do you expect? I'm asking you, what do you expect? Will there be a lot of people? Notice the difference between will and going to here. Examples: we are going to visit the London Eye today. London Eye. This is what we intend and plan. Okay, it's more exact than will. Okay, when I'm planning something, okay, it's more serious than will. It will be busy and we will have to queue. This is what I expect because I'm using will. So this is the difference between will and going to. So we often use will with I think or I don't think. Examples: do you think France will win? I don't think she'll be very happy when she hears about it. Okay, so we use will. This is in common speaking. We use will, we use think and don't think with will. Notice that there are no forms of will with can and must. Okay? We use will be able to, and will have to. Okay? Instead of must, will have to. Instead of can, will be able to. Examples: we will be able to go swimming every day. It means we can go swimming. If you go in March, you will have to take a warm coat. Okay? So, you don't use will can or will must. Okay? I have another video about can and must. Make sure to watch that before this to understand this better. Okay? Thank you for watching the video. I hope it helps you in your lessons and exams. Feel free to ask any question in the comments. I will answer them. And watch the other videos, watch the other idioms in the channel, and see you soon.